Cameras in 2022. Is your iPhone really good enough? The best iPhone for photography lets you quickly and easily capture stunning photographs and videos. In addition, you benefit from cutting-edge image technology, which makes the iPhone truly one of the best camera phones available today. But which iPhone is best for photography? Is it truly excellent and even better than a professional camera? Let's find out. Different iPhones have different specs and camera technology, so all the latest models are compared with a digital camera for your viewing pleasure. iPhone 12 Pro. Regardless of how you slice it, the iPhone 12 Pro is a photography phone to be reckoned with. It is no longer the most recent model and has faced stiff competition from the Samsung Galaxy S20 Ultra and its 108 megapixel sensor. When dealing with small smartphone sensors, having a lot of pixels isn't always an advantage, and the iPhone 12 Pro makes up for it in other ways. The phone's triple camera system includes an ultra-wide f2.4 camera, a wide f1.6 camera, and a telephoto f2 camera with focal lengths similar to those of the iPhone 13 Pro, save for a shorter telephone. This provides you with a wide range of shooting options covering most situations. So what makes the 12 Pro similar to the standard iPhone 12? It has a few tricks up its sleeve to justify its price, such as a LiDAR scanner that allows it to focus faster in low-light shooting situations. It can also use Apple's new ProRAW file format, which gives you more flexibility and editing control over your images. What about the 12 Pro and the 12 Max? The iPhone 12 Pro Max sensor is 47% larger and features sensor shift optical image stabilization, making it better suited for low-light photography. iPhone 13 Pro. The iPhone 13 Pro is not only the most recent and best iPhone, but also the best for photographers. Its triple lens setup includes standard, ultra-wide, and telephoto lenses, with equivalent focal lengths of 26mm, 13mm, and 78mm respectively. In addition, there is a new cinematic video mode for movie shooters, a new macro mode, and improvements to the camera's low-light capabilities over the iPhone 12 Pro. The telephoto module has also been improved, now offering a 3x range rather than a 2x range. While the iPhone 13 Pro Max is technically the best phone Apple currently offers, there is no discernible difference in camera technology between it and the 13 Pro. The main advantage is the long battery life. This means that the 13 Pro is the best iPhone for photographers because it's cheaper than the Pro Max. iPhone 14 Pro Max. The iPhone 14 Pro Max tips all the boxes you'd expect from a flagship Apple smartphone: a large immersive screen, flashy styling, and plenty of power. The sensor is larger, with 48 megapixels on the iPhone 14 Pro, and the front camera, which now has autofocus and can handle depth perception more effectively. The iPhone 14 Pro Max is the largest and heaviest iPhone in the lineup, weighing the same as the iPhone 13 Pro Max but being thicker due to the new, larger camera sensor. In addition, the new A16 Bionic chip, which Apple claims is the most powerful of any smartphone, powers the iPhone 14 Pro Max, meaning you'll get plenty of performance for video editing on the device. The screen size is the primary distinction between the iPhone 14 and the iPhone 14 Pro Max. If you require a larger 6.7-inch screen for reviewing and editing images, shooting videos, or even playing games, the Pro Max is an excellent choice if you can afford the high price tag. Who uses a dedicated digital camera? If you want to take your photography more seriously, whether as a hobby or professionally, you will want to invest in a digital camera. This allows you to experiment with shutter and aperture settings, which are impossible with a smartphone camera. A standalone camera's photo quality is also much higher, which means they look great in digital copies and can be brought to life with larger prints. GoPros are ideal for fast-paced action shots that are impossible to capture with a smartphone. DSLRs are ideal for photographers who want to capture the best images possible during their gigs and anyone who wants to experiment with photography. Who uses a smartphone camera? Almost everybody. Even if you don't consider yourself a photographer, you likely use your camera to capture special occasions and other priceless moments. It's also one less thing to remember to bring. Smartphone photographers prefer to take photos with their phones because it's not always them, and once captured, they can instantly be edited to perfection even when not near a computer. These photos are then shared on your preferred social network, and you can have them printed. If you want, anything larger will lose image quality. A smartphone should suffice if you only intend to take still photos and record videos to share online. Smartphone cameras have come a long way, and their quality is excellent for digital sharing. If you want some prints for a photo album, smartphone photos will suffice. So, digital cameras capture higher quality. Despite all of the advances in smartphone camera technology, they are still best at capturing static subjects in good lighting. So if you're wondering if you should buy a digital camera, one of the answers is whether or not you intend to capture a lot of moving subjects in lower difficult lighting, because that's where the best digital cameras shine. Other features of a digital camera that aid in image quality include larger sensors, a more powerful flash, and lenses capable of 10x optical zoom. These features are not available in a smartphone camera. And if you have a DSLR camera, you have a lot of options for lenses that work with it. Lenses influence how much light enters, how wide the field of view is, and other factors. There are numerous lenses available, and even a few of them result in different perspectives and tones in the final image, even if the subject is the same. While smartphones allow users to control the exposure, ISO, and white balance, having an actual camera gives you even more control. You can adjust shutter speed and apertures with a dedicated camera, resulting in great action shots and portraits with the depth of field bokeh effect in the background. They are much better for printing with these high-quality images. This is due to the fact that when you blow up a smartphone image for a larger print, the noise and grain levels become more noticeable. Because digital cameras have higher megapixels in resolution and the ability to shoot purely in RAW, you can print larger prints without noticing a loss in image quality. Let's compare the iPhone camera with other digital cameras. The Nikon D850. Is the Nikon superior to the iPhone camera? Can you get comparable recording results with both devices? Experts have concluded that while the new iPhone 12 camera is extremely high quality, it will not compete with a Nikon DSLR. Instead, they believe the iPhone is the best camera for the iPhones to date, but the computational photography must still be built into the iPhone to compete with DSLRs. Canon M50. If you're considering purchasing the Canon M50 camera, you should go with a new iPhone instead. The iPhone 12 Pro is more relevant and valuable for most daily photographs. Whether for work or play, your cell phone camera will be with you always. Phone camera versus DSLR, which will you prefer? The new iPhone camera will suffice if you're looking for a less expensive camera. It has a small, long battery life and supports 4K recording and simple video editing. A smartphone video recorder and a video editor are all required to create a professional video. What do you think of the iPhone? Do you find it better than a digital camera? Let us know in the comments below and subscribe for more.